This is Helly from Twinflame. How you doing? If you've been following me, then you probably know that I got my twin flame, and he's living in another country. We've met 8 months ago, and we've met since there 4 times, and going on to the fifth. And if you're following me, all the time people are asking how you can meet your twin flame, how you can reunite. And what I'm saying is like when it's the right time and the right place, when you're gonna need to meet your twin flame, you're gonna meet your twin flame. There's nothing you can do about it. Like it's some things from the universe that getting along in order for both of you to meet. And the name of the video is Twin Flames Reunion Signs, because every time before we met, there were like few signs that I felt going on around me. I was tired, I was anxious, I was feeling very hard time to concentrate in my work. It's like my mind went, I know, like some liquid inside my mind instead of brain. And I'm even with ADHD, so I'm using Ritalin, and even that didn't work. And but one of the most important things I saw, and it happens every time before we meet, is seeing angelic numbers. And I talked about it in my last two videos, and I just see them everywhere, every time, all day long. It's like every time I'm looking at my phone or looking at the computer, watch, or I know, open the TV, it's like I'm seeing these numbers like 2222, like 1919, like combinations of double numbers or four numbers in a row. And it's really crazy. I mean, in regular times it happens once in every 2 or 3 days, and in the past 2 3 days it happens, I don't know, like 10 times a day. And you're like, what's how many things need to happen in order for me to just look at this right time? And I'm not looking at my watch. It's like I'm picking up my phone to text someone, and then I see it. And I can tell you that yesterday, in the past 2 days, I felt my twin flame really hard. And I think that I dreamt about him 2 nights ago. Yeah, it was 2 nights ago. And it was, I don't know, I woke up feeling like I want to have him near me. And I texted him and I told him, look, I want to see you. I got this next weekend available. See what you can do. I know you're busy and everything. And he's having a really rough time right now, and so do I. I'm also very busy with my kids, my life, and everything. So he told me, I don't think so, but I'll check. And I know, then yesterday I was just thinking about him all day long, and I was taking a nap at noon, and I just saw us meeting together. Like, it felt like my heart and my soul came out to him and just asked him, come and be with me. And 2 hours later, he was texting me, okay, listen, I can make it on, let's meet on Thursday and Friday, and you can come if you can. And I was like, of course I'm coming. And I haven't booked my tickets yet, but we talked today, and he's still seeing someone. And I mean, I know that he doesn't really feel anything too serious about her, because otherwise he wouldn't meet me. And he said, I'm gonna meet her later. And I have to admit that it's annoyed me a little bit, but it's not like I'm jealous, because I know he loves me. I have no doubt about it, and I know that what we have is very special. And some of you even wrote to me in private messages that I need to like to confront him about it, and that I'm not ready to see him while he's with some other lady in a relationship. But I know him a little bit and I can feel him, and I know that once I'll start pushing him, he'll just go away. And right now, whatever feels the right thing to do for me is like going there, be with him, spin his head and his soul and his mind. And I know, I mean, we talked about it, we texted about it, and I told him, listen, if you got your life covered and I don't want to come and interrupt with your friend, and if you want to be with her, I don't want to be the third wheel. And he was like, no, I really want to see you. I'm very happy that you're coming. And if you were living here, I know I was only with you. And he said that he doesn't know what's going to happen later. But right now, this is the situation. And I don't know, something felt inside of me that he's considering moving in here because he knows that I can move over there. And I don't know, from the way that he worded it, it sounds like he was thinking about it and that he's really considering it. And I told him, listen, I know what's gonna happen. I know that I'm gonna live this moment and I'm not gonna give a chance to meet you and to be together, even if it's just for 2.5 days. And there's cheap flights and it's only an hour away, so we're gonna do it. And I don't know, the way that he worded these things like made me feel that, I don't know, we got a future maybe. I mean, it's not once in a while, it's already the 5th time that we've met. And call me, I know, over romantic or idealistic, but I don't know, it feels like the right thing to do. And I'm a very analytic person, though I'm very emotional, and I'm trying all the time, to check with myself and tell myself, well, why are you wasting time on someone which is 15 years older than you and lives in another country, and it's such a complicated relationship. But it's like I had many relationships in the last 3 years, almost 4 years, and nothing felt like what I'm feeling with him. Nothing made me feel so satisfied and so full and so alive. And I was watching before the movie before sunset. It's like, yeah, with Julie Delphi and Ethan Hawke. And if you know it, it's a trilogy. There is Before Midnight, Before Sunset, Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight. It's like the first one was in 95 and the second one is in 2004, and then about 7 or 8 years later, it's about two people meeting each other in a train in Europe, in Vienna, and they spend the night together until sunrise, and then they scheduled to meet each other in 6 months, and she didn't come and he did. This is the first chapter. And the second one, they made it by accidentally 10 years later in Paris, and both of them are sorry that they didn't meet because she didn't came and he did. And they're like saying that both of them spend the rest of their life since that moment wondering what could have happened if they did meet again and they didn't switch phones, exchange phones. So I don't know, it was like both of them said that they couldn't feel loved as they did that moment, and this is twin flame material. I was like watching that and like, okay, these are my thoughts about him. And once you meet your twin flame, nothing feels the same. Like I told him, I got here meant to go out with. I'm okay with relationships and everything, but no one make me feel so alive like he is. And I'm quite sure that in his relationship he's there just because it's comfortable to him and don't want to be alone, and he's very scared of moving into my country because it's crazy here. But I don't know, something inside of me says that this is not the end and it's not gonna end up soon. And even whirling the idea of him coming, moving here to live with me, it scares me, I have to admit, because it's a huge responsibility of having someone else living his life and come to live with you in your country when you're the only person that he knows. Though he's very friendly and I'm not worried about him, but you change your life in order to be with someone, and it's like a huge responsibility that you have in it from my side. And though he's very adventurous person and he did move this life a few times before, but it's like, I don't know, I think it's all the astrologic changes in the last few weeks that we have, they're like making it, I don't know, sound real. And I was thinking during this last weekend that, I don't know, I mean, if I'm looking at the United States, like in cities like New York, people from all over the world, they meet each other, they fall in love. And even in my country, there's a lot of mixing in cultures, and like people from different countries meet each other and be together. And also my parents are like that. And so why is it so hard for me to get and accept the idea of living with someone that came from foreign country and foreign culture and everything? I mean, he can learn the language, I'm speaking his language, but it shouldn't be that complicated. But I don't know, I think that I need to have some leap of faith here to accept the idea that I want him to live with me. And it's scary, it's what I wish the most. Like, I was trying to analyze and make it have sense. Like, come on, you're gonna go again to meet him, and then what? Like, what's gonna happen from that? But I know that being next to him will make me feel the best way I can feel, the best way I felt for years. And I was meeting one of my exes, one of the main ones lately, this week. We met, and I had to meet him to check how I'm feeling, to test my feelings for my twin flame. And I don't know, all of a sudden it's like something in the energies between us. I mean, we're the best friends, we know each other for about 3 years, my ex and me, and we had really big love. And till my twin flame has arrived, I always thought that I'll never feel as loved and good and love someone as I loved him. And all of a sudden, suddenly something in my energies, I think, has shifted. So I didn't felt anymore, I didn't saw him with all his light. It's like I saw the real him. He's not such a good person and he's very narcissist. And yeah, I'm an empath and we like to go out with narcissist people. My twin flame is not, he's empath too, and it's amazing together. And I was like looking at the whole situation with my ex, and like we sat and drank coffee and talking, and I just saw that he's so concentrated in himself and that he doesn't really see me, and it was making me acting very distanced and very cold and very masculine. And I'm very soft. I mean, with my twin flame, I'm the softest thing that there is. I mean, I can be with him myself and all natural. But with my ex, he was like taking my defenses off. No, it was making me put defenses on myself, and next to him, don't really love him, and I know him, and I see all these masks, and I know who he really is, and I know that he cares about me, and in his own twisted way he loves me too. But it's like something about the energies wasn't working anymore, and I know that right now I can let him go totally and to move on. But looking at my twin flame, I mean, when we're together and we only met for the last 8 months, I don't know how much it's been, I don't know, maybe total of 3 weeks, and it's like I feel him, he feels me, and it's totally different level of connection. So what I'm saying is, once you start feeling the energies going crazy around you, once you start seeing angelic numbers, know that your twin flame is close. And I was told, as I said in the beginning of the video, that when you need to meet, you're gonna meet. You can't chase them, you can't run after them, you can't make them run. Okay, once the right time, they will come back. And it's like you can go away and you can trust the universe, because even with my twin flame, I mean, we had a few amazing days about a month ago together, and I was sure that it's gonna be again 2 or 3 months until he feels the need to meet me again. And all of a sudden, it's like you're getting used to being in a higher vibration when you're together, and at some point, once you're not together, it's like it's easy to forget it and easy to get used to being with normal people or normal relationships. But after a while, your soul start to feel this lack of good high vibration. You like start to feel that you need this light inside your life, and it just brings out the best of you when you're in a when you're next to a twin flame. And if you met your twin flame, and I'm probably sure you are because you're watching this movie, so you know what I'm talking about. It's like being in this amazing clean vibration, and you just want to be there again, and you need it. It's like air for you. I know what to say. So hopefully tomorrow I'll book my tickets, and I'm gonna have an amazing weekend with him together. For it's gonna be short, but he told me, sure you want to come, it's gonna be only 2.5 days. And I was like, I'll come for 2.5 hours if you say so, because I know it's gonna charge me, and I'm gonna crack up and cry later on after I'm gonna leave him. But it's like, if I knew that this is my last week on earth, I would definitely want to spend it with him, and I know it's gonna be worth it. And just cuddling and being together and talking together, and it's just worth everything. And I feel really blessed for having this thing with him, and these emotions. And even if he's not my twin flame, though I'm quite sure he is, it's like it's crazy. It's crazy love. It's crazy pure love, and it's the best thing that you can have. So I'll be glad to hear what you have to say. I'll be glad to hear your reunion signs, how you knew it's gonna come. And yesterday, you know, it was getting easier, because last time it's been 4 months from our previous meeting, and it felt so hard. I need to work so hard in order for us to meet, like wanting it so much. And I'm telling you, yesterday I was just sitting, I was meditating, and I was concentrating on him, and I was sending him a lot of love and light. And 2 hours later, it was like, yeah, okay, I can make it. We can make it. You can come. And I know it was that easy. And I really hope for us to grow. And I have to admit that part of me felt that I'm like chasing him too much. But then he said that if I was there, he will be glad to live with me, and that's enough for me. I know that once I'll meet him, and he's gonna hold me tight, and everything's gonna be amazing. So I'm very excited, and I guess I'll bother you again this week because probably be too excited for that. And I really hope that all of you with this new year will reunion with your twin flames, or at least meet them again, because I know it's such a heartache, because you just want to be with them, you just want to be with the source of life in your life, and you need it like air for breathing. So I really hope all of us an amazing new year, and I'm really happy that this 2017 is ending. And listen, y'all, there's full moon going out tomorrow in scope in a Cancer, so it's gonna be emotional. So take care, and remember it's gonna pass. And all the astrological predictions are saying that on January 2nd everything is gonna be much more easier, because all of the stars are gonna go straight forward. So just hold on, 2 more days, we're gonna be okay, we're gonna make it. And so if you thank you for joining me, and you're welcome to subscribe and like this video, and I will be really happy to hear what you have to say, so you can comment. Okay, bye bye.